it's Leela, the proud poly kinky queer slut. Today's question is, why is it important to be trauma informed even if you don't have trauma? Well, simply put, our society has lots of collective trauma. So if you think about just rates of abuse and violence, if you think about war, if you think about how many people have come from situations where their safety has been threatened or where a caregiver has taken advantage of them, and particularly war. I mean, war is a situation where people are killing each other violently. And there's often not any processing or anything really around that happens. And even if there is, it's still such a huge traumatic experience. So whether we have personally experienced trauma or not, a lot of the people around us are operating from a perspective of having experienced trauma or having experienced the results of being a child of a person who has experienced trauma. There are some studies that say that PTSD has genetic effects for 3 generations. And that could either be just in the stress hormones of the parent or psychologically in terms of how a person parents their kids and raises them and what effect their mental health has on their child as they're growing up. So much of our society has issues around trauma that even if trauma hasn't affected you, understanding how trauma works and trauma responses and how the brain works in relation to trauma can really help you function better and understand people better in your daily life. So that's why it's important to do a little research, find out about trauma, find out about how the parasympathetic nervous system works and fight, flight, freeze, fawn reactions and the voluntary versus involuntary nature of that and how it locks up our speech, how trauma can lock up your ability to communicate about things. And just knowing a little bit about that can really help understand what's going on with all the people around you. So thanks very much for listening. This is Leela, the proud poly kinky queer slut. Have a great day.